Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. It's so large that every other planet combined could fit inside it, with room to spare. Big enough to swallow 1,300 Earths. But Jupiter hides a secret that changes everything about what would happen if you fell into it. Because Jupiter has no ground, no solid surface, nowhere to land, and nothing to hit. It is a world made almost entirely of gas and liquid, going down and down and down. So if you fell in, you would not stop. Not for a very long time. Today, we're going to fall in together and trace exactly what would happen to you, layer by layer, all the way to the center. The fall begins long before you reach the clouds. Jupiter's gravity is 2.5 times stronger than Earth's, and it has been pulling you in faster and faster for thousands of miles. By the time you touch the upper atmosphere, you're moving at over 100,000 miles per hour. The first clouds you meet are made of frozen ammonia, pale, cream-colored, and unimaginably cold. But you won't feel that cold. At this speed, the air itself tears at you like a wall of fire. And the wind here never rests. Jupiter's jet streams race sideways at over 300 miles per hour, faster than any tornado that has ever formed on Earth. And this is only the beginning of the storm. As you fall deeper, something enormous appears, a swirling eye of deep red, so vast it could swallow our entire planet whole. This is the Great Red Spot, a single storm that has been raging for at least 350 years. Winds inside it howl at over 400 miles per hour. If your fall carried you into it, you wouldn't simply drop through. You'd be caught and spun around a hurricane the size of a world for days before the planet finally pulled you deeper. But let's say you survive it, because below the storms, Jupiter begins to change into something far stranger than what the clouds shift as you descend. Ammonia gives way to clouds of ammonium hydrosulfide, and then, deeper still, to clouds of water. Jupiter has its own hidden weather, its own rain and lightning, buried miles beneath the surface we can see from space. And with every mile you fall, the pressure grows. On Earth, air is something you move through without thinking. Here, it slowly stops behaving like air at all. 10 times Earth's pressure, then 20. The gas around you grows thick, heavy, and dark, and this is the point where we actually have proof of what comes next, because a machine has already made this exact journey. In December of 1995, NASA did something remarkable. They dropped a probe directly into Jupiter, on purpose. It was called Galileo, a small craft wrapped in a heat shield, built to survive the worst the planet could throw at it. Galileo fell for 58 minutes. In that time, it descended about 95 miles into the atmosphere. It measured winds of over 400 miles per hour and temperatures climbing past 150 degrees. And then, at a pressure roughly 23 times greater than Earth's, Jupiter crushed it and cooked it, and the signal went silent forever. 95 miles. That is as far as our toughest machine has ever reached. And Jupiter is more than 40,000 miles deep. You are not even close to the bottom. Keep falling, and you cross into a place that has no equal anywhere on Earth. The pressure becomes so extreme that the hydrogen around you stops being a gas, but it never quite becomes a liquid the way water does. There is no splash, no surface, no line to cross. The atmosphere simply thickens, degree by degree, until you are no longer falling through air, but sinking through a hot, dense, glowing fluid. Go deeper, and it grows stranger still. The pressure squeezes hydrogen so hard that it begins to behave like a metal, conducting electricity like a wire. Beneath you now is an ocean thousands of miles deep, made of liquid metallic hydrogen. It is this ocean that gives Jupiter a magnetic field 20,000 times stronger than our own. You are inside the engine of the planet. Let's be honest about what has happened to you on this journey. You did not survive the winds. You did not survive the heat. As you approach the center, the temperature climbs toward 50,000 degrees, far hotter than the surface of the sun itself. The pressure is now millions of times greater than anything you would feel standing on Earth. You are no longer a person falling through a planet. Your atoms have become part of Jupiter. But those atoms keep going, down, toward the strangest place of all. At the very heart of Jupiter lies a core we still do not fully understand. Something dense and scorching and heavy. Part rock, part metal, smeared out under pressures we can barely recreate in a laboratory. And in the crushing layers above it, scientists believe the carbon in Jupiter's atmosphere may be squeezed so hard that it crystallizes, which means that somewhere inside this planet, it may quite literally be raining diamonds, falling silently through the dark, forever. You met offer a weight of met on, because the grave of a machine we sent before you, down into a crushing clouds dark hotter than the sun. The largest planet in our solar system doesn't kill you with a surface, it kills you slowly, with the fall itself. But here's the unsettling part. Jupiter isn't even the most dangerous place you could fall into. Somewhere out there is an object that doesn't just crush you, it unravels time itself. And that is the next place we are going to fall. If you want to take that fall with me, subscribe, and I'll see you in the dark.